Does your furry friend take over your bed every night? It's time to reclaim your space while giving them the comfort they deserve with the coldest, cozy dog bed. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description to buy now on Amazon.
The devastated family of a man with untreated paranoid schizophrenia who stabbed his mother to death, said medical professionals, took no notice of the red flags after he displayed worrying behaviors just months before the violent assault. Alan Williams, 23, committed the horrific knife attack in May 2022 after his deteriorating mental health was misdiagnosed as autism. Speaking to Liverpool Crown Court this week, Williams' grandfather Michael Dalzell said, "We knew this kind, considerate child through and through. This is not him. They took no notice of the red flags. I believe with all my heart that Alan does not need punishing in prison. He needs treatment and care. As a family, we would be punished again if Alan went to prison and not to hospital. We just want our kind, considerate grandchild back, no matter how long it takes." Williams' older sister Kaylee Williams fought back tears as she said in a statement, "Everyone that knows him knows how much of a gentle, kind soul he is and how much he adores his mom. He would confide in me. He would be confused about how he thought people were following him near Primark. I would reason with him and say, why would people be following you? But he did genuinely think these things were true. They have taken my brother and my mom away from me and tore my family apart," Ms. Williams said of the medical professionals who misdiagnosed her brother. The man, who was in fact suffering from paranoid schizophrenia, had the delusional fear his mother, Lorraine Cullen, 43, intended to harm his 8-year-old sister. Williams then brutally attacked his beloved mother with 2 or 3 knives in the living room of her home in Huyton, Liverpool. The man, who was 21 at the time, was detained under the Mental Health Act and has been held in a high-security inpatient hospital since the killing. Williams' treating forensic psychiatrist, Dr. Melanie Higgins, told the court that his diagnosis of autism 3 years earlier was a catastrophic misdiagnosis. She said the mistake led to multiple missed opportunities to treat his paranoid schizophrenia that he had been suffering from for a number of years. In 2021, Williams was admitted to the Coniston ward at the Knowsley Resource and Recovery Center near St. Helens. However, Dr. Higgins stated in court, despite noting multiple bizarre behaviors and concerns raised by the family, no diagnosis is made, other than the diagnosis of autism being taken as fact, and no treatment is offered, although a recommendation is made that he be followed up by the early intervention team. She added, the family, were mocked for trying to get him help. It was very poor clinical care, indeed. Williams admitted attacking his mother, with whom he had been very close when he was deemed fit for interview. Prosecutor Richard Pratt KC said, he said that he believed his mother was intending to kill his sister, either by drowning in her bath or snapping her neck. He accepted in interview that his beliefs were delusional. The prosecutor also described how after the attack Williams called his grandmother Angela Dalzell, to who he confessed that he had killed his mother by hitting her on the head and said that she was in a better place. His grandfather, Michael Dalzell, then drove to his daughter's house as a result and found her lying face down in a pool of blood in the living room and covered by a quilt. Ms. Cullen suffered 30 wounds, concentrated to the back of her head and neck. She also had defensive injuries to her hands and arms as she desperately tried to fend off the attack. The 43-year-old mother was pronounced dead at the scene. Dr. Higgins said that Williams, who was described as intelligent and without any previous convictions, felt he had no option, and if he did not act he would miss the opportunity to save his sister. It was a terrible decision he felt he had to make. She said that Williams eventually and spontaneously realized he had been acting under a delusion and describes his attack as shameful. Williams was described by his heartbroken relatives, including his older heartbroken sister Kaylee, as kind and caring. She said he is a gentle, sensitive man who truly adored their mom. Mr. Dalzell added that his grandson had cared for his mother a great deal and said they had a loving, happy bond. However, he recalled how Willie,